Hello my crafty friends, this is Mary. The new year has brought us some really cold weather. It's just brutally cold out there. So I hope you guys have been staying in and staying warm, and I hope you'll stick around and make a Valentine's card with me today on Cardz TV. We'll be using the George and Basic Shapes cartridge. We'll be cutting out lots of little hearts, and if you don't have George and Basic Shapes, just go to mycutsearch.com, type in heart, and it will tell you which Cricut cartridges have hearts and give you the page numbers. You can also use punches, or if you have a silhouette, you can go to the Silhouette Studio store and find lots of hearts there. We'll be using lots of papers from this Die Cuts with the View 6x6 dot stack, and there's some really cute papers in here, and they're double-sided, and we'll be using both sides of some of them. For our sentiments, we'll use 2 of my Cardz TV stamp sets. For the front of our card, we'll use Cardz TV critter captions, sending you tons of love. And for the inside, we'll use Cardz TV Happy Days, and we'll use Happy Valentine's Day. For the base of our card, I've got a piece of white cardstock that I've cut at 5 inches by 8.5 inches, and I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. We're going to go ahead and fold this in half, and then use our bone folder to get a nice sharp crease. And our card is now 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now we're going to take this Martha Stewart border heart punch, and on this front corner we're going to punch this with this border punch, and we're going to line this up in here so that we get it punched evenly. This is a pretty little punch, and I've had this for several years. You can see how that's going to turn out. Now for the inside of the card, to help that border show up, I've cut a piece of this red and white polka dot, and I cut this at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it will cover the whole inside of the card. Just like that. And then when the card is closed, that inside piece helps you see that border. So I'm going to go ahead and get this attached to the inside, and I'll use my ATG gun for that. Next, for the front of the card, I cut another piece of cardstock from that Die Cuts with a View stack, and we're going to take this piece, which is a black and white pattern, and put that right there along that front edge, making sure that we can still see the little heart border. Now this was cut at 1 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I'll get that attached with my ATG gun. Next, I went to page 119 in the George and Basic Shapes cartridge, and you can see there are 2 styles of hearts. This is a basic heart, and this one's just a little narrower at the bottom, and it looks a little bit wonky, but I think that makes it cute. And as you can see, I have cut several of the hearts in the different patterns of paper, and they're the different sizes and different colors, and I've cut some at 1/2 inch, some at 3/4. I cut some at 1 inch, some at 1 1/4 inch, and then this very largest one I cut at 1 3/4 inches. And I'm going to take my adhesive and start laying these on here and get them adhered. And then on this larger heart, I cut a small white banner out of some white cardstock, and I used some Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I used the Cardz TV Critter Caption stamp set and stamped Sending You Tons of Love, and I'm going to add that right there to that little heart, and I'm probably going to pop this up on some foam tape to give it a little bit of dimension. I've got all my hearts adhered to the front, and my sentiment is on 1 thickness of foam tape, and I think it turned out really cute. And all I have to do to finish this card is to add that white heart to the inside that I cut at 2.5 inches. It's already been stamped Happy Valentine's Day, keeping it nice and simple. There's room to write my name or I love you or anything else I'd like to write. And this little card is done. Super cute, quick, and simple. You could make this out of scraps because it takes very little paper and very little time. Thank you so much for coming by today, guys. I hope you had fun and got inspired to start on your Valentines. I'll see you again soon. Bye now.